All right. Welcome, everyone, to our talk on why data integration is your roadmap to better business decisions. My name is Stephanie. I am a product marketer here at Safe Software, and I've been here for 8 years. I've typically done behind the scenes marketing for the world tour, but this is my first year actually presenting it. So that's kind of fun. Later on, you're going to hear from my sister Tiana, who has been at SAFE for 10 years, and you've probably seen her present at a world tour before. And she's going to take you through 5 steps to becoming data driven. And that good boy there over on the right, that's Joey, and he deserves a shout out as well. So, data driven. This is a concept that you've probably heard a lot about over the last few years. And all it is a process for making decisions. The process involves collecting and combining data and using that information to extract insight and patterns that you can use to drive your decision making. A lot of companies and individuals think that they're being data driven, but data driven goes beyond simply having and analyzing data. Just opening Google Analytics does not make you data driven, I am sorry to say. Data driven is a complete enterprise strategy that ensures your business has quality and accessible data. Later on, Tiana is going to give you those 5 steps involved in developing an enterprise data strategy. But first, I want to tell you a personal story about making decisions so that you can understand why it is so crucial for companies to adopt these strategies. So, a few months ago, we were in the thick of winter here in Vancouver. That is a picture of snow that was shoveled off my driveway, and it's one of 3 piles, like 3 massive piles. Our weather was at -11, which for Vancouver is extremely cold. We are not built for that weather. And my whole family was just tired of it. Not only were we cold, we felt trapped at home by the snow because, spoiler alert, Vancouverites are not great at driving in the snow. We felt trapped by COVID and we were bored, we were frustrated, and we just wanted a break. So we thought, wouldn't it be nice if we took a vacation? So we get everyone's opinions on where we want to go, somewhere warm, somewhere relaxing, somewhere fun, and we decide that Hawaii is where we want to go. Oh, like look at that picture. Looking at that picture, I feel better. And we're so excited and we're relieved and we book tickets for January. There's 6 of us who want to go. I buy a new swimsuit and a new suitcase, special nice light one. And for a few weeks, we all get to feel really good. And then we start noticing the data coming in, the news articles, the statistics, and all of this information that made us feel less good. It was telling us that now is probably not the best time to travel if we want to make it home in a certain time frame. So lucky for us, we were able to get all our money back in the form of travel vouchers. But regardless, we wasted some money, we wasted time. We spent about 6 hours on hold to the airline. I probably lowered my Airbnb rating, and we just experienced a lot of disappointment. But this is how humans make decisions. Whether we are conscious of it or not, we make decisions from an emotional place. We decided we wanted to go to Hawaii because we felt cold and tired and frustrated, and we wanted to feel warm, relaxed, and happy. Emotions are the biggest driving factor for decision making. Humans make decisions because of the way we are feeling or because of the way we want to feel. Our instinct is not to make decisions from data, and most people do not realize this, which is actually really scary when you think about it. Businesses without data strategies are making huge decisions based on opinions, speculation, and emotions. And sometimes these businesses have hundreds of people they are employing and thousands of customers relying on them, and they're serving them with gut instinct. Individuals who are trying to provide for themselves or are providing for their family are making critical decisions out of the way they feel. And a secret tip from someone in marketing is that we know this. We know this about people, and we target our messaging and our images to reflect it. Like that is how you have ended up purchasing training you don't use, software that doesn't help you, or expensive new equipment. And sometimes it works out, and your gut instinct was correct, and you're happy. But if you keep making decisions that way, like eventually you're going to hit a plateau or worse, a rapid decline. The best case is that maybe you lose some money and learn from it, but the worst case, you can affect livelihoods. You cannot rely on gut instinct, emotions, and opinions to drive your decision making. And you need to be conscious of the fact that that is your first instinct. So that is the reason why there is such a push for companies to be data driven. Companies that prioritize data collection and data integration have more information available to them that they can analyze and ensure that they are making the best decisions for their employees and their customers, and that they're making decisions from a place of truth and fact and not opinion. Like we have all been to that meeting where it is just a group of people giving their opinion and nothing gets resolved. Like that is what it looks like when you're not data driven. Data driven companies make less unnecessary purchases. They save more money and they also have more opportunity to meet market trends and satisfy their customers in a way that significantly impacts their revenue. Data driven companies have less turnover because they're hiring the right people and they have a vision for success. And individually, people who understand how to deliver value and strategies are going to be more successful than those who are using their intuition to figure it out. And again, like you can be very successful from intuition, but imagine where you can go if you also have the data to support you. And now I'm going to pass it over to Tiana, who's going to give you 5 steps your organization can apply to become data driven.
Okay, thanks, Steph. So we know we need to be data driven. So now let's talk about the roadmap to get there, which is using data integration. If data is inaccessible, bad quality, or not where it needs to be, then this reduces an organization's ability to operate efficiently and use all available data to its advantage. So this includes 5 components: using best of breed systems, blending data to increase its value, data availability, collaboration, and data integrity and quality. So, 1, use best of breed systems. Data integration ensures that you're free to use the best systems, applications, and formats across every department in your organization. With the power to connect everything and keep disparate systems synchronized, you don't have to worry about being stuck with data silos. So consider all the data your company has access to: maps, financial information, orthophotos, any open data portals that might be useful, etc. And consider also where the data lives. Who owns it? Is it on premises or in the cloud? And what applications and formats is it in? So you might have spreadsheets, GIS, PDFs, BI tools, CRM. various databases, and more. What data do you want to have or do you think you would benefit from having? Like location data, consumer information, a digital twin? And how often is data collected or updated? Is it old and outdated, and do you wish you could update it more often? Blend data to increase its value. So when you bring all of that data together, you're enhancing it and increasing its value. It becomes more understandable, informative, shareable, and easier to generate insight. Some examples we often see include adding to a master data repository, ensuring data complies with standards, adding location information to a database, adding financial information for more advanced analysis, or performing spatial integrations like texturing 3D models with orthophotos. Data availability. So availability is about sharing the data with everyone who needs it. Consider who needs access to your organization's data and what formats they need it in. Data integration makes it possible to share data automatically or on demand in whatever format the end user needs. So for example, creating an open data portal for the public to access, or sending reports automatically across departments or to clients, or making a database available within the company. This makes information transparent and easy to understand and work with. Enable collaboration. So when you're sharing data across departments and teams, this makes collaboration easier. Again, people can use their best of breed applications and everyone is able to access the same data sources. Data integration workflows will help transform the data into the necessary formats and keep everything synchronized across the organization. So this often looks like a central repository, which you can automatically keep up to date as new information arrives. Data integrity and quality. With any workflow, data validation is an important step. So you want to check for compliance with standards, check and repair the geometry, the XML or JSON syntax, the schema, and whatever else needs to be validated. And that's why FME has so many data validation transformers. When building workflows to run your organization, it's straightforward to add important validation steps. And automation is a key part of all of these 5 components. You want to create a system that keeps applications synchronized and up to date automatically. Distributing data, sending notifications, and responding to real-time inputs are often part of being data-driven. It's possible to create a fully automated system that gathers new information as it arrives, integrates it into a central repository, and distributes it wherever it needs to be. So when your data integration strategy includes these 5 components, you can be confident knowing that you're data-driven. With more accessible data, easy collaboration, better quality data, and a complete picture of all information comes a better understanding of it. Better decisions can be made, insight can be generated, and business intelligence systems can be leveraged. And this is, of course, the entire point of the FME platform, helping you to integrate and automate data and do everything we just talked about. In particular, FME helps you bring the power of spatial data into your decision-making. New and updated features in FME 2022 are focused on facilitating collaboration and communication, as well as achieving better quality data and making it easier than ever to generate value from all of the information that is available to your organization. Thank you for listening, and we invite you to sign up for the FME Accelerator to have a hands-on lab experience where you can see how FME works.